Good morning. Today is Wednesday, April 8th, and your objectives today will be that I will complete a quiz to demonstrate my knowledge of information about Frederick Douglass. Basically, today will be a really easy day. I have uploaded a biography that is written about Frederick Douglass, and I have uploaded a video that's around 5 minutes of Frederick Douglass. So you're going to watch the video and you're going to read the biography. And if I were you, I would take some notes, because when you're finished, there is on the feed that you get every day that goes down the middle of your page on Etsy, there's one that says Frederick Douglass quiz. You're going to click on that. Once you click on that, you have 2 hours to finish the quiz. It's only 10 questions. You have plenty of time to answer the questions. If you have your notes, you'll have that information there in front of you. You're more than welcome to use it. It is a quiz grade. So you want to do well. You get 1 try and you have 2 hours to do it. So if I were you, I would get started on this. You only have till Sunday at 11:45 to finish this. Once you are finished, the grade will automatically go into Etsy, so you'll be able to see your grade immediately. Okay, well, good luck on that. The review from yesterday was all about the women's rights movement. And, the women's rights movement started with Mott, with Lucretia Mott. And if you noticed as you were reading, many of these women, Lucretia Mott, Susan B. Anthony, they were Quakers. And the reason the Quakers believed in equality for women was that they believed everyone was equal. They believed everyone had a soul and everyone had the right to live and be heard and be equal. So it makes sense why this movement really came out of the Philadelphia and New York. And it came up from that New England, Philadelphia area. So once Lucretia Mott started her movement, she met Elizabeth Stanton, Katie Stanton, and they started a lifelong friendship. Then they worked together on women's rights. Elizabeth Cady Stanton also then later in London met Susan B. Anthony at abolitionist meeting, and they ended up being lifelong friends. Those 3 women really were the heads of the women's rights movement. In 1848, the women did a Seneca Falls convention in Seneca Falls, New York, and basically they wrote their own declaration. It was very similar to the Declaration of Independence that Thomas Jefferson wrote, but they added a few things. They changed things. Instead of saying all men are created equal, it was all men and women were created equal. And from that, and by the way, Frederick Douglass did attend that. He was definitely an abolitionist, but he also believed in women's rights also. The women's rights movement grew and grew and grew. Like I said, there was Susan B. Anthony, and she thought that women should have the same rights as men when it came to education, jobs, legality. And she wanted for women to be able to be co-educated or have education for men and women at the same time. And some women did get the right to vote. Wyoming, they allowed women to vote by 1890. Of course, other women, the rest of the United States didn't get the right to vote until 1920, so it's 30 years later. And women made a lot of gains in education. Women started to become lawyers and doctors for the first time. Women started becoming, a lot more teachers. Women got the right under the law. Like, for instance, prior to this time period, if a man and a woman got divorced, which didn't happen very often, but if they did, then the man usually got the children, which, really went the other way during the 1900s, 1950s, 60s, 70s, when a lot more people were getting divorced. It was almost always the women, they got the children. Now it's a lot of 50-50, which is the right thing. But it used to be all men got the children, now then it was all women, and now it's a mixture, as we know. And like I said, women for the first time broke some barriers and started becoming ministers and doctors and lawyers. So during this time period, the women's rights, they gained a lot of rights in the mid 1800s. But it isn't until 1920 that women really get the right to vote and kind of get equal rights. Still, there's right now a pay gap that men still make more money per average than women. So hopefully someday that there won't be a difference between a man's salary and a woman's salary. Okay, so remember, today you are reading the biography of Frederick Douglass. You are watching the video about Frederick Douglass. You may take notes. You may watch them more than once. You may do whatever you need to do. But at some point, preferably today, so you can get it done, go ahead and take the quiz. It's only 10 questions. There's 5 multiple guess and 5 true or false. Make sure you know the right answer. Make your decision. You have 2 hours to take that quiz. You only get 1 attempt. So you want to do a good job. Just like if I were in my class, you would only have 1 attempt. Once you push the button and you enter it, that's it. It goes automatically to Gradebook. It grades it and we'll put it in. You should be able to see your grade immediately. I am finished with all grades up until this point. I finished grading like 6:30, 7 o'clock last night. If you put something in after that, it's not in. I didn't look at it at 8 o'clock last night, 9 o'clock last night. So if you see a discrepancy, please let me know. I'm putting the grades in daily. Good luck on your quiz today, and I'll see you tomorrow.